Hey guys, and welcome back to another glorious Rome 2 Siege battle. And today we have a tournament game between Tyde of Styx and vivaantifrancais. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not too sure. So we have Seleucids, Arverni, and Suebi first. Kush, Tylus, and Carthage. And before the game starts, let's just go through these armies. So as a general, we've got some sword masters, we got 4 units of berserkers, we got 4 units of sword masters, 4 longbow hunters, and a German giant ballista. And for Arverni, as I'm playing as, we have 4 chosen swords, but 2 chosen swords. 4 chosen swords, 1 Celtic warrior, 2 levy freemen, 4 oathsworn, and 2 Gallic hunters here, and 2 Gallic hunters over here behind this cliff. I'll get back to that in a minute. And we have a Celtic giant ballista. Sorry about that. For Seleucids, we have a Greek giant ballista. We have some thorax swordsmen. We got some Syrian heavy archers. So 4 Syrian heavy archers. Royal Pelter, some silver shield swordsmen. More silver shield swordsmen. And some thorax swordsmen and some medium cavalry. We have 2 hillmen and 3 thorough spears. And we can't see Kush, Tylus, or Carthage as why can't we see them? Sorry, as they're defending. So let's get straight into this battle. Oh, so we have Tylus here, who is shooting these ballistas, already killing 3 men. We got some slave infantry on the walls already, and these towers are killing these guys so much that can it still shoot? Yeah. No, it can't shoot anymore, so that is gone. This one has lost 1 man, and these slave infantry have lost a man. Arverni is pushing through the middle, Seleucids through the left hand side, and Suebi through the right hand side. So you can see lots of slave infantry over here. Got some Celtic warriors, and the chosen swordsman coming up to these siege towers. All these ballistas are already out of men, so they didn't kill that killed 86 to be honest, so that's quite a lot. Over here, Kush are bringing out some cav and gonna hide them in these woods, so we don't see, but we will notice that on the attackers team. So we're breaching the walls, as you can see here. Very nice. And Swabia getting all of these towers over here, but this artillery managed to successfully destroy this ballista, but they're only getting 37 kills. And we have breached the walls, and we are starting to see some Kushite slaves, another 2 units of Kushite slaves and Celtic warriors, so a lot of cheaper units, but we don't push in yet. We're trying to make a more organised assault. I am moving this tower here so it can shoot down and kill these slaves, as you can see here. Starting to see some more, so we're starting to see a lot of the Kush army and a bit of the Atylus, and they do have a lot of cheaper units. So Suwabi managing to get to their towers. Just managing to get to their towers. I'm pushing this unit of chosen swords to kill this guy. He's surviving for quite. There we go. There he dies. So we're pushing through, claiming all this land over here, and they have made a kill box here. How have these guys died then? Probably the towers. But these guys have died. 10 of these guys have died, and 6 of these guys have died. And this is a very good kill box because they have Pelum. So when they come, they'll shoot from both sides. Over here, you can see a sally out from Libyan infantry and some Italian swords. And I am shooting my ballista, trying to get some Libyan infantry, and they get absolutely destroyed. Very good hit from the German ballista from Suwabi. So we're about to get through this wall. Though we're starting to see just a lot of cheaper units, and we're starting to see the General of Kush, which is just some Kushite archers, and Nubian bowmen. Yeah, that's it. Got my hard to get my words out. Got some Celtic slingers. So they didn't bring the best of archers, but Tylus they did. Because this is like the best they can get, I'm pretty sure. Over here, Suwabi is battling for the walls against some Celtic warriors. This is a very good move from shooting some archers up. I think this is quite an expensive unit. Celtic warriors are not, as I said in the last battle. But these guys are getting chewed up from these Celtic slingers. So we have pushed through and taken all this land, and I am moving my units up here so I can bring like archers through, and I am shooting my giant ballista at these slave infantry and Celtic warriors, and these slingers. But I had to move them now because this is giant ballista, it won't move, so it's just stuck there. And I've still got most of my army here. So this is, who am I shooting at now? I think I'm trying to shoot these, yeah. Successfully killing 3 by ricochet, and why the archers are longer. I don't know why they were up. They must have been in fight mode or something, but that was a big mistake. They lost 20 men and they lost 11 men. So we've got so many of our units over here, and it's gonna be hard to get through this point over here, and these walls as well. So but there is still that cav here, and so we keep this unit out here. But the archers are already breaking, and one of their Celtic slings is already out of the game. Got these slave infantry using their pilum. What are these longbow hunters doing? They need to bring them back. So we're not still seeing not a lot of elite units, but we have started to see some mercenary Cretan archers, 3 units. But over here, I can use put my 2 Gallic hunters here because they're a guerrilla warfare unit, so they're able to spawn in like quite a big. They can spawn closer to the building or further on the battlefield than other units. So I'm going to bring them here, and this is quite an important unit in the game. Over here, this longbow hunter's breaking, getting 83 kills. Over here, this push is going kind of successful, I guess. Yeah, I bring some chosen swords up to support these these sword masters. Sorry about that. To kill these Celtic warriors, and we broke through these units over here using pilum, so I can bring these Celtic warriors to use their pilum against, which looks like what I'm doing, or charge. Looks like charge here. That was it. There we go. And these Celtic warriors are gonna die. But I am trying to get rid of their skirmishers, because skirmishers are quite an important unit in battlefields. So you always meant to. So it's good to spend a lot of money on them because it's important and worth it. But we're starting to see some Shotel warriors, starting to see these. I don't think I'm going to attempt that name. Yep, some Kush Cav, and some Celtic warriors here, but starting to see a bit more elite units, and this wall is hard to get because all of these Thorax swordsmen died. Now there are spears, but Kush have like these Shotel warriors have armor piercing, so they're good against Seleucids, so I need to help out with that. But we're starting to see some tribal warriors, starting to see a lot more elite units, and over here I don't know why Suebi did this. They brought these sword masters over here, but these mercenary Cretan archers, they could just shoot the side, but they're wasting their pilum here. They should turn fire at will and mode off. Fire at will mode off. They should charge these units in because these sword masters. They might. I've never used Suebi, so they might be an expensive unit. They must be. They must be because this the general is sword masters. The sword masters unit, yeah. But they're bringing some berserkers up, and they're again absolutely chewed up. And they have brought some longbow hunters. We're shooting at these Libyan infantry. Which they should just maybe shoot at these mercenary Cretan archers because it's hard to shoot in these little gaps here. And these guys are going to get absolutely chewed up. So back to the main assault. Got some tribal warriors holding off over here. Still using my artillery with 145 kills. But these Shotel warriors lost Oh, they've lost quite a lot of, they've lost 18 men and got almost 60 kills. Like, that is a very good KD ratio. But I say just move your units out, they'll get absolutely slaughtered. And I'm just fine with my chosen swords. So over this side, so everything is looking quite good at the moment. We've still got 4 units of Oversworn, still got archers, Levy Freeman who have Pelham. See this cav again. What are these guys doing? They're moving over here. So we're starting to see a lot of no, I've already said that. Sorry about that. We just even some sword masters up here. But this is assault over here, trying to push through 2 units of Celtic warriors and then some slaves and then Libyan infantry. So this is a very strong defense over here. What is this unit? They've got some Thracian warriors. If this unit charges, it does a lot of damage, but they can't take a lot of range, so that's their weakness, range. Over here, imagine the artillery here, but my artillery is out of ammo. And over here, these a cav face off. These medium, yeah, these medium calves should win because we've got these royal pelters using their Pelham. These guys only getting 7 kills. And these guys on 26 kills. But I've also got my Levy Freeman over here because spears are like anti-cav units. I am bringing my giant ballista over here to charge these Jotel warriors, I think. Right, these silver shield swordsmen got absolutely destroyed. Over here, the push isn't going so successful, but I am using my Gallic hunters to shoot these tribal warriors, but it's not working too well as these guys are very heavily armoured. So we've only got 9 minutes left of this replay. Am I moving? Still, these guys have stayed here. So very good defense, and we're very good defense with Oathsworn and armored Shotel warriors. These guys are absolutely amazing, like very fierce. There's another unit as well. That'll be hard to destroy them. These guys are breaking from the battlefield. So this side not going so successful. So all of this side not so as successful. Oh, but missed this. These cav charged these Syrian archers, but they're going to get chewed up from these Levy Freeman. What are they? Don't think they are. But so this side not so successful. But this side still putting up a good fight, and I've bought my first unit of Oathsworn in that have lost no men and killed 31. But at the moment it's not looking too confident for the attackers Tyde of Styx, because Carthage, they still have loads of Libyan infantry, and Tylus, they've got loads of units, and Arverni am running out, Seleucids are running out, and Suebi are pretty much out of the game almost. but unfortunately this tortoise did a glitch, and then I think it's a glitch. I'm not actually sure where they only bring down a little bit of the wall. That's really annoying when it happens. So, feel this pain. But with archers, we should have maybe shot these Thracian warriors. Wait, who's shooting? Actually, these guys are getting chewed up. Over here, they're about to bring some armored shooter warriors into the combat. So, but they're using their pilum at the moment. Oh my gosh, that is lethal. That is absolutely devastating. This over here, this is a massacre. Over here, I am moving my Gallic hunters very sneakily. This icon above means that they can't be seen. But when I captured this, it said, "You have captured an enemy's tower," which I thought was going to give it away, but nope. So I'm moving this unit up here in case there are units down there I could shoot down. But there are only 6 minutes left of this replay, and we're only just starting to see more units. Well, they're fading away actually, but over here I'm using, is it me that is using? No, I'm trying to kill these armored Shotai warriors because I'm scared of them. They're a very good unit. So who is actually shooting? Is it these guys? These guys might have been shooting over here, but over here we've broken through and these guys are going to get loads of kills. They just rack up the kills. But they get chewed up by archers. Or was it the defenders ammo and they use friendly fire maybe? But I'll stay over here because something very surprising happens. So over here you can see my Gallic hunters, more Gallic hunters, and moving them up to see if there's anyone in this point. And what is about to happen next? Oh, so we start to see some mercenary Gallic warriors. So probably their friends. 2 units moving out of the point, and then I realised 3 units moving out of the point. And this is when Carthage, they do a massive sally out, moving all of their troops out. So I see that, and now's my opportunity to go and capture the point. But these Thracian warriors absolutely destroyed, and what do you call it, Seleucids bring up some units to help. Got a layer of tribal warriors which are very hard, then some maybe an infantry, so that'll be hard to capture. But here you can see me checking if there was any last units, and there is none. So now I'm just like, I need to get to the point, and but they're still hidden. So they can't actually see them yet. And one thing that worries me, Carthage is a cab unit, their general, so he can quickly come back. But here I'm using my troops to go and capture the point. So over here, the attack is, look at the balance of power, absolutely very good defense. We were just like, we're gonna lose now. There's no way we're gonna win this. But over here, massive sally out. We're just bringing all of our troops in. There was no way we're gonna win this if we didn't do any. Well, there is no way we're gonna win this. They're like, these guys, they got a decent amount of kills. These guys aren't expensive, but we can't win this. It's pretty much game over. Over here, the attack, they could just come round. Over here, the attack, so they could like encircle us. Over here is they've got so many units. We are not going to win this. And these guys could come from the back. We've still got so much time left. But I know what you're thinking. What about this? We have just captured the point, and they have not realised. There's only 2 minutes left of this battle. So, these tribal warriors are very good for their price. Very good for their price. It's got lots of Libyan infantry going into combat. Because they're about to win the game, they may as well just send in their units. And over here, these slingers are shooting the Syrian archers. As again, absolutely destroyed. Nope, they're not. Archers are shooting them. No. Oh. But here I'm moving my Oathsworn over here, so in case they charge, we can hold up. As you can see, I think Tylus have started to realise that they're just moving all of their units back. Because I think it's like, I don't know how long left it is, but they're starting to move all of their units back. And here we would just like push as hard as we can. We've got this. Because now they're pushing all their units back, we can maybe push through whilst they're concentrating. But here, there is only like 20 seconds left of this replay, and I'm moving my units here to stop this general. There is only like 20 seconds left. We can actually possibly win this, even from the balance of power. So this general's bodyguard is about to get there. There's only 40 seconds left of this replay, so we could lose this. We still could lose this. But these guys, I've changed into fight mode. But this general's bodyguard could still win them the game, because even if it's neutral, we don't get the points, and these general's bodyguards absolutely destroy them. But it is only 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and there we go. We have just won that game from the point, capturing the point. So let's replay and see how many kills we get. So Spite, the leader of Tyde of Styx, the attackers, some of his units did quite well. But some of this longbow hunters didn't do too good. Berserkers not too great. These berserkers not too great. These swordmasters not too great. I think could have used it a bit better. His army a bit better, but gonna let that slide. Myself, Oathsworn doing nothing because I didn't actually get into combat. Giant Ballista doing very good. Celtic Warriors doing very good. Chosen Swords doing quite good. Level Freeman not too great. Oathsworn didn't get in combat. These two Oathsworn should have done better, and Gallic Warriors, except from these two, doing very well. And let's go on to MK Sultan 4 or Papa Dart. And here, Roy Pelter's doing very good for their KD ratio. Giant Ballista doing very good. Cavalry doing okay. Syrian archers could have done a lot better. Hillmen aren't great in general. Silver Shield swordsman doing quite bad. Thorax swordsman doing quite bad also, except from this unit. Very good KD ratio, I think. And then these Theraspias not too great also. But let's go on to the defenders. Joseph Stalin, slingers doing very well, except from this unit. General did not get into combat. Celtic Warriors, some doing okay, but some of them doing very well. Thracian Warriors didn't do that well, and then very good Tribal Warriors doing very good, except from these two who didn't get into combat. Imad, Kushite Archers doing very well. Cavalry also, they did alright. They did alright. Bowman, very good for their price. Armored Showtail Warriors are just amazing. Kushite Slaves, no, not too great. And then Showtail Warriors, only this one really got into combat, and this one. And then the Slave Infantry, not too great. And then Sheogorath, yep, I hope I haven't absolutely slaughtered your name, but General's Bodyguards, he just charged into combat, got 26 kills, that was very good. So 3 units of Mercenary Cretan Archers did very well. This unit of Libyan Infantry did very well. They didn't get into combat. They did well, they didn't get into combat, and these two, they did okay. And this unit didn't get into combat, and then these guys did not get into combat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and look at my past videos, and I have another game coming soon. So I'll see you guys in the next video.